Hi, it's Chris here with another long overdue recent vinyl finds, and in this update it's all vinyl, all kiwi, and we'll start off with a truly remarkable record which is due to go straight into my top 10 list for 2013. It's from Wellington band The All Seeing Hand. The album's called Mechatronics. This stunning artwork, incredible gatefold sleeve, and you can't really see the details, but it's all these amazing, very kind of dense pen and ink drawings, which goes along with the music, which is dark, intense. It's a three-piece. You've got Alphabet Head on turntables and electronics, B. Michael Knight on drums, and Johnny Marks, throat singer. And so really kind of dark, intense music, really remarkable, unlike anything else you're going to hear. I highly recommend you check it out. Check out All Seeing Hand on Bandcamp, and this is due out on October the 1st. It's out on WaihekeRecords. They're going from strength to strength with their vinyl releases. They put out the Wilberforce's EP earlier in the year. Their band God Bows to Math have a 7-inch coming out later in the year, so it's really great to see that label, which has such fantastic bands and music, going ahead with the vinyl releases. What we're listening to now is from Sheepdog and Wolf on Little Chief Records. The record's called Ego Spect, and this is all the work of one guy, Daniel McBride. Again, a remarkable collection of music. I heard an interview with Daniel talking about this, and just the planning and work that goes into piecing this together. So you've got multiple, many layers of instrumentation, percussion, vocals, sometimes up to 90 layers going on in a track, and also different time signatures which are playing kind of with and against each other as he puts these songs together, and kind of orchestral pop, but with a really kind of I don't know, kind of a different musical kind of twist, not straightforward pop. And it's on Little Chief, who kind of specialise in indie pop, and I think this is a worthy addition to their canon, so I recommend that as well. There are a couple of New Zealand, early New Zealand reissues coming out. Silk Breeze had just embarked on a series of releasing New Zealand post-punk material from the early to mid-80s. Limited to 500 copies. This is the Victor Dimisic Band. It's a collection of tracks from a 12-inch EP and a cassette. I think this compilation was originally put out on CD in the 90s, but most of the copies were destroyed by fire, and so to have this out now on vinyl, sounding great, is a great collection and essential for people who are into those early days of New Zealand alternative and post-punk music. And sharing members with the Victor Dimisic Band, by the way, this is called Insert, giving track details there for that EP. This band from a little later in the 80s, Scorched Earth Policy, and you've got people like Peter Stapleton on here, Brian Crook, who went on to the Renderers, and Going Through a Hole in the Back of Your Head is a compilation of 2 EPs, Going Through a Hole in the Back of Your Head and Dust to Dust. Both of these EPs are very rare, hard to find. They've been, I think, remastered, but compiled here, and really great to see this material available again. And yeah, this is a killer collection. In fact, some of the songs, like Mekong Delta Blues, are common across both EPs because the songs were common across both bands. Okay, another couple of reissues here. Flying Nun have teamed up with the American label Captured Tracks to reissue some early Flying Nun material. They've just put out this, the Clean's Vehicle LP. I already have the original of this, but I want to pick it up and I'll show you why. Done a great job, fantastic liner notes here. The album, of course, sounded fantastic, but in the reissue they've included this EP, The Clean, live in a live situation at the Fulham Greyhound, 13th of the 7th, 1988, playing essential and clean tracks like Fish, Anything Could Happen, Point That Thing Somewhere Else, and the Clean live are just phenomenal. So this EP is quite hard to come by, so it's really nice to have that reissued as part of this vehicle reissue. The EP was recorded at about the same time as our band were doing the album, so he was putting them together. And another Flying Nun Captured Tracks reissue is this one. Oops, sorry, upside down. The Bird Nest Roys. This is called Me Want, Me Get, Me Need, Me Have, Me Love, and it's an anthology of Bird Nest Roys material, bringing together their 2 Flying Nun EPs, a 7-inch and a couple of what could be said to be fairly inessential live tracks, cover tracks. But the re-release of the studio material is essential. Bird Nest Roys in that kind of Flying Nun jangle pop tradition, but from Auckland. Though some of the members like Dominic Stone went on to feature in big Dunedin bands like the 3Ds. So you've got the 2 EPs here. You've got Whack It All Down, which is nicely done. The inner sleeve replicates the EP artwork, and you've got the where are we? The Jaffa Boys 7-inch, and you've also got what else you got in here? Yeah, the other EP as well. Great liner notes, and here's the other inner sleeve. So really good to see this material finally getting the light of day again, and it deserves to be heard. So those are all recommended. A couple of new things now. The Naked and Famous got quite a bit of international attention on the back of their first album, Passive Me, Aggressive You, particularly the song Young Blood. This is their second album, In a Rolling Wave, and it kind of continues on with kind of an international indie electronic pop kind of sound, although they have apparently been quite careful in here that all of the songs are performable. They're not completely based on studio electronics, so they can actually go out and play these songs, and there's a great bunch of songs actually. It is quite polished and produced, but yeah, there's some nice material on there, and done a nice job. 180 gram double LP edition of that new album. Another new one, Solar Rosa, new album Lo and Behold, High and Beyond. This differs from the last Solar Rosa album, Get It Together, and it's less instrumental, more featured vocalists, people like Oliver De Sol, Miles Bonney, Spiky T, L.A. Mitchell, and it's those L.A. Mitchell tracks with female vocalists are the ones that I probably enjoy the most on this album, and you know, some great kind of New Zealand kind of funk, electronic downbeat funk kind of sounds on here. This is on WaihekeRecords, a limited 180 gram pressing of that. A second-hand pickup. This is Metal Rouge, a New Zealand duo who went to the US in the mid-2000s and have gone on to put out a number of albums, sometimes collaborating with third members, sometimes as a duo. I was after their new album, which is called Soft Arrays. It's just come out recently on Emerald Cocoon. I can't find it anywhere in New Zealand. I have to save up for the postage to bring it in from overseas. And I was ringing up the record store to see if they had it. They didn't, but they said that they had just got in a second-hand copy of this, their 2007 album Trails. Yeah, Trails. And so Metal Rouge are noisy guitar-based, or guitar-based noise, but with a kind of psychedelic folk touch. Hard to explain, but it kind of works. And it's got four long kind of noisy pieces on it, which I absolutely love, and I'm definitely going to hunt down that Soft Arrays album and get it when I can. To finish up, a couple of 7-inches, both punk rock, but from very different eras. This is Shit Ripper, their 2013 release, Brain Defect. They're calling it an album. It's on 7-inch. I think it clocks in at about, I don't know, just around the 10-minute mark. There's 11 tracks on here. It's 45 RPM. There's the kind of Dead Kennedys inspired band logo. Nice green vinyl. Longest song on here is 1:13. But look at this, the booklet that comes with the 7-inch. So you've got these amazing drawings for every song, all the lyrics. Yeah, great stuff. And loud, aggressive, fast, hardcore punk. And New Zealand punk of a different era, Sticky Filth. So New Plymouth Record Store Vinyl Countdown just recently got into the vinyl production game, or vinyl release game, along with another couple of stores like Rough Peel Records and Real Groovy. And this brings together Weep Woman Weep. It's the 25th anniversary of this classic song from Sticky Filth, kind of a bogan rock and punk band from New Plymouth, with a newer song, Happy Birthday, from their album Fourth Domain. This came out in 2 editions, both blue vinyl and on red vinyl. And Vinyl Countdown just announced that they're now going to release the album Fourth Domain, which I think was recorded in 2011, as a double LP by the blue or gold vinyl. So really great to see stores getting behind bands and putting their music out on vinyl. So just to finish up, just want to let you know that you can check out radio shows and other videos and vinyl updates and so on in a couple of places. Facebook.com/countingthebeat, or my website countingthebeat.gen.nz, and I really look forward to your feedback and comments, and hopefully it won't be so long before I post another update. Thanks for watching. Cheers.